Wow.
Awesome. That's awesome. Our everybody gets to be along the wall. Good. Very impressed. Ready to cut the ribbon on? Well, we're gonna make this official. And I want to, one, thank everybody for coming today and helping us to dedicate the Jaha Dugareh classroom. This is a spectacular visual. It is also a room that will honor Jaha, but it will inspire our students forever. And her legacy, while it is continuing to grow across the world, her legacy here at the university will be as a great inspiration of what you can be and what you can do. If you graduate and go to school here at GSW, and anybody who doesn't should. But one of the things that we are so proud of in the way that we create these rooms, all of these named classrooms are set up, one with an initial investment in the room, so the technology, the desks, the floor, the visual, it's all taken care of through private donors. But we also set up an endowment from private donors so that this classroom will always have the resources it needs to have the best desks and the best technology and the best visuals. Whenever you come back here, no matter if that's 2 weeks from now or 20 years from now, you will be able to walk into this room and be proud of it because it will always look great. It has the resources it needs to forever be a great room that honors you and the work that you do and inspires our students. So we're proud of you, and we're proud of our donors. Doug Moses was in the crowd when you spoke on campus last, and your comments inspired him, and he spearheaded the work to make this happen. And so it's my pleasure to, one, say thank you to Doug, but also turn it over to him and let him make a few comments as part of the dedication. So Doug, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Weaver. I think I'm more impressed with Jaha's room than Marlon Jenkins' room. Definitely better looking than those old guys over there. But no, it was an honor working with the foundation and the university to make this project come to fruition on behalf of you, Jaha. Just like Dr. Weaver said, you're so inspirational to everyone that's in your presence, that hears your story. I can envision every student coming in here and believing that, seeing this mural and hearing about your story, that they can accomplish anything in life and not let anything hinder them from their goals and their dreams. And so again, congratulations. Continue to be great, continue to be a world leader, and continue to make Georgia Southwestern proud. I did reach out to a few people to make some donations to Safe Hands for Girls, your organization, as well as a love offering for you as well. So there you go.
Thank you.
All right. The Dean of the College of Business and Computing to help us dedicate this room, Dr. Chokas.
Yes, I told Doug earlier that we've had the opportunity during the semester actually to come down here and see the room come together. And that has been almost as exciting as today, even though today is certainly the cherry on top of that cake. So we appreciate that. And I do have some notes because sometimes when I don't use notes, I leave things out. And I don't want to leave anything out on this particular day. So we are proud to have Jaha as one of our past learners. In fact, she was in 3 of my classes, and I remember her because of some of the visuals that we had during some of our online meetings when she would be sitting at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or whatever time zone she was in, actually having a conference with me, and so I do remember that, and she was a great communicator. She is an alumni of distinction who graduated with her degrees but has continued her learning. They say that character is developed through time, and more accurately, our character is developed through our experiences and what we choose to learn from them. I may start crying. This room is a highlight not only to Jaha's accomplishments, which define her character. However, beyond that, this room will surely be inspirational to many of the students who walk through its doors. So thank you for sharing your experiences, and thank you, Doug, Dr. Weaver, and all of those. Liz Wilson, Dr. Wilson, all of those that helped us pull this together. I appreciate all of that, and thank you so much. And Janie, and Jonathan, and all of those so, but we are thrilled to be able to share this. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes.
You want to say something?
Yes.
The floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Weaver, Mr. Moses, and Dean, and everyone that is present here today. I guess looking at this, and my mother never went to school. My father never went to school. And my father has more than 30 children. My mother had 9 of us, and I was number 8. And before me, none of my brothers or sisters ever sat in a classroom. But when I was born, my mother said that she felt that I needed to be educated. So when I was 6 years old, she enrolled me in school. And I was very stubborn and very troublesome throughout my childhood. And when my mother passed away at 14, and I came to New York, I think when my mother was alive, I didn't understand the importance of education or why I needed to be in school. But when she passed away, because that was something that she wanted for me, and that was something that she knew I could use to change her life and my family's life. And at the time I didn't know, but when she passed away and I was sent to New York to get married at 15, I decided to do everything that I could to make sure that I went to school, not for myself, but because that's what my mother wanted for me. And at the time, no one in my family believed. My father, I remember when I was very young, would always tell my mom he wouldn't pay for my school. And I remember even when my mother passed away and I needed school supplies and he wouldn't pay for it, and which was one of the reasons why I ended up in New York. And then when I arrived in New York, my family that was there at the time also wouldn't help me get enrolled in school. But I knew I had to do it, whether I had support or not. When I went on and graduated high school, and then when I came to Georgia, I decided to pursue a college degree. And I was a mother at the time. I had my son and my daughter. And I was also a full-time teller, and then eventually a banker at Wells Fargo. But GSW made it possible for me to be a mom and to work and still pursue a dream that I've always had, a dream that my late mother had. And now in my family we have doctors, we have scientists, we have girls that are lawyers. And I look back at that journey and I realize they did it and they continue to do it because I did it. And because I had that opportunity. And I had professors that also gave me a chance, because a lot of them understood that I was traveling at the time doing my FGM activism. Because when I gave birth to my daughter, I wanted to make sure that no girl goes through the things that I went through, and that Khadija doesn't end up being subjected to female genital mutilation or end up married at 15 like I was. And because of that, I was traveling across the continent of Africa. And there were times when assignments were due and I was in a remote village and all I had was my cellular network, and I would use it as a hotspot to connect to my laptop. And then I think Talk to You is something I would never forget, because they literally, there's multiple times that they wouldn't let me take my exam because of where I was. Sometimes I'm at the airport and there are people walking around and they just couldn't let me continue that way. But I did it and I graduated. And I think being here with all of you, this is the biggest honor. For me, it's not just naming a classroom after me, but it's about my journey. It's about who I am. It's about where I come from. It's the fact that girls like me never make it this far in life. A lot of times we're footnotes on research papers, or you read about us and how sad what happened to us is, but the world never sets the stage for us to make history. And GSW has done that for me. And thank you. And Mr. Moses, thank you for seeing me worthy enough to do this. And to everyone that has contributed to this, and to everyone that believes in the potential of a human being to transform not only their lives, but the lives of others. And I am forever grateful. This is home, and this is family to me. And hopefully, not only would I be back, but I'm hoping that I can come back and even do a lecture series for students that will be attending classes here. So thank you.
Thank you, and you're welcome back. Obviously, that story is one that we tell a lot. You tell it from a whole different perspective than we tell it.
Yeah.
The opportunity of this institution to change not only one life, but to change every life in that family that comes after them is remarkable. And you are a perfect example. So this is a wonderful way to celebrate that. Let's get out a ribbon and we'll cut this thing and we'll make it official.
Thank you. And Angela, thank you.
I didn't know if you could pick it up.
Yeah, this side.
You're okay.
She doesn't duck nothing.
Okay.
I got it.
I want you to cut it. Right there. Okay, everybody, let's make sure our cameras are ready. You give us a 1, 2, 3, and she'll cut, all right?
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
You're not sharpening it?
Congratulations. Let's go learn.
Yeah, we have a reception in the conference room just down the hall, and so everyone's
It's not as pretty.
Yes, please.